Section 1 Introduction. Welcome to Digi Mailer Outlook Sender. Digi Mailer allows you to send personalized bulk emails directly through your Outlook accounts, complete with dynamic template tags, custom attachments, and real-time delivery tracking, all from a sleek, modern desktop interface. Let's get started. Section 2 License Activation. When you first launch Digi Mailer, you are greeted by the activation screen. In the center of the screen, you will see a glass-style activation card. Enter your product license key into the input field and click the Activate button. After activation, just accept the license terms and conditions and continue to the main application. Section 3 The Main Interface. After successful activation, the main application window opens. The interface is organized into two main areas. On the left, you have a dark glassmorphism sidebar. This sidebar contains the navigation menu and the prominent Start Mailing button pinned at the bottom. On the right, you have the main content area, which changes based on whichever section you select in the sidebar. The 7 navigation sections are 1. Dashboard, 2. Campaign Builder, 3. Template Tags, 4. Instructions, 5. Configuration, 6. Auto Templates, 7. Logs and Execution. Section 4 Dashboard Overview. Click on Dashboard to see your real-time campaign statistics. The dashboard displays 6 key performance indicators in a grid layout. Total ready, the number of emails queued and ready to send. Successfully sent, how many emails have been delivered so far. In retry queue, emails that failed but are scheduled for retry. Failed deliveries, emails that could not be sent after all retries. Skipped items, contacts that were intentionally bypassed. Blacklisted accounts, sender accounts that have been flagged. Below the statistics grid, there is a live progress bar showing the completion percentage of your current batch, formatted as emails sent out of total. This dashboard updates in real time as your campaign runs, so you always have a clear view of how your mailing is progressing. Section 5 Campaign Builder. The Campaign Builder is the heart of Digi Mailer. This is where you configure everything needed for your email campaign. It is organized into 4 main sections. 5A Accounts, Sender Accounts. The Accounts section is where you specify which Outlook accounts will be used to send your emails. Digi Mailer supports 3 input modes for accounts. File mode, browse and select a CSV or text file. Each line in the file should contain one Outlook email address. For example, uscr1@company.com, uscr2@company.com, and so on. Text mode, paste your account email addresses directly into the text box. 1 per line. This is useful for quick tests without needing a file. Digi Mailer rotates through your sender accounts in sequence. When one account reaches its batch limit, configured in the configuration panel, the engine automatically switches to the next account in the list. 5B Contacts, Recipient List. The Contacts section is where you specify who will receive your emails. Just like accounts, contacts support file mode and text mode. File mode, select a CSV or text file with one recipient email address per line. For example, john.doe@client.com. Text mode, paste recipient addresses directly, 1 per line. 5C Email Content, Body. The email content section is where you define what your emails will say. There are 3 source modes for the email body. File mode, select one or more HTML, HTML, CSV, or text files. When you select multiple files, Digi Mailer randomly rotates between them for each email sent, creating natural variation across your campaign. Folder mode, select a folder on your computer. Digi Mailer will use all HTML and text files inside that folder and rotate between them randomly. Text mode, paste your email HTML or plain text directly into the editor built into the application. For HTML templates, Digi Mailer supports a powerful tag system using double curly braces. Here is an example of an HTML email body with tags. All tags inside double curly braces are dynamically replaced at sending time. We will cover all available tags in detail in the template tags section. You can also supply a CSV file as the body source. In this case, each row of the CSV is sent as a unique email, with columns acting as line breaks within that email's body content. 5D Attachments. The Attachments section lets you include files with every email you send. There are 4 source modes for attachments. None, no attachment is added to the email. File mode, select a single file from your computer. That file is attached to every email in the campaign. Folder mode, select a folder. Digi Mailer attaches all files inside that folder to each outgoing email. Text mode, paste a list of absolute file paths, 1 per line. After choosing your attachment source, you also select an output format. The available output formats are PDF, JPEG, PNG, inline JPEG, inline PNG, inline WEBP, none. 5e File Processing Intelligence. Directly below the Attachments section is the File Processing Intelligence panel. Whenever you select a file in any part of the campaign builder, this panel activates and shows you a live progress bar as the file is being read and validated. The file's metadata, name, path, file size, MIME type, extension, last modified date, row count, and detected data type. A preview panel showing the first few lines or records of the file. A validation result, whether the file is valid for its intended use, along with any specific error or warning messages. This gives you confidence that your files are correctly formatted before you start a campaign. You can also review a full file repository and history, a searchable record of every file you have previously loaded into DigiMailer, with filtering by file type and category. Section 6 Template Tags. Click on Template Tags in the sidebar to explore all available dynamic tags. Template tags are placeholders you insert into your email subject lines and body templates using double curly brace syntax. At send time, DigiMailer replaces each tag with a real, dynamically generated value. The template tag screen displays all available tags organized into groups, with a search bar at the top for quick lookup. Each tag row shows the tag name in code style text and a plain language description of what value it inserts. You can click any tag or press the copy button to instantly copy the tag syntax to your clipboard. Using a combination of these tags, you can create highly personalized, professional-looking emails that appear individually tailored to each recipient. Section 7 Configuration. The configuration section is where you manage your Outlook API credentials and global sending behavior. Sending controls. Delay. Set a time delay in seconds between each email sent. This helps avoid triggering rate limits on your Outlook accounts. Batch size. Set how many emails each sender account will send before DigiMailer rotates to the next account in your list. Send limit. Set a hard maximum on the total number of emails to send in a single campaign run. MIME and encoding settings. MIME type. Choose between HTML, plain text, both alternative, or both. Character set. Choose UTF-8, ISO 8859-1, or Windows 1252. Content encoding. Choose BASC64, quoted printable, 7-bit, or 8-bit. Attachment type. Set the default output format for attachments across the campaign, choosing from PDF, JPEG, PNG, inline JPEG, inline PNG, inline WEBP, or none. Section 8 Auto Templates, Attachment Generation. One of the most powerful features of DigiMailer is the Auto Templates engine. Click on Auto Templates in the sidebar to access this section. The Auto Templates engine integrates directly with a companion module called the AIO Generator, which stands for All-in-One Generator. This module is capable of automatically creating professional PDF and image-based email attachments from scratch, using configurable templates and optional AI-powered content generation. Here is how it works. Basic generation settings. Company name. Enter the company name that will appear on generated documents. Currency. Set the currency code for financial documents, such as USD or EUR. Product name. Enter the product or service name. Product description. Enter a short description of the product or service. Logo selection. You can select one or more logos to appear on generated documents. DigiMailer supports random logo selection per document, adding visual variation across your attachment output. Template styles. Both email body templates and attachment templates support multiple style modes. You can select different design themes to control the visual appearance of the generated documents. AI-powered content generation. The Auto Templates engine includes optional AI integration using the Gemini AI model. When enabled, AI-generated content is injected into email bodies and attachments to create unique, natural-sounding text for each document. Settings include: enable or disable AI logic for content generation. Set AI intensity to control how much AI-generated text is included. Enable fluid layout mode for more dynamic document layouts. Enable ghost content to add subtle background text elements. Enter your Gemini API key to activate Cloud AI generation. Generation modes. Plain count. Set how many plain email body files to generate. Attach count. Set how many attachment files to generate. CSV rows. Set how many rows to include in generated data CSVs. Daily mode. Automatically generate fresh content each day. Expanded pools. Use larger content variation pools for more diversity. Sentence variations. Enable multiple sentence variation pools for Natural sounding text diversity. TFN, tracking/footer number, mode. The TFN feature inserts unique tracking or reference numbers into each generated document. You can configure TFN values as a list, and DigiMailer will cycle through them across generated files. Once you have configured all settings, click the appropriate Generate button. To launch the Auto Templates engine, DigiMailer opens the AIO generator as a background process, applies all your configured settings, and runs the generation automatically. Progress and status messages are streamed live to the Logs panel. Generated files are saved to your configured output folders and are immediately available for use in your campaign builder as attachment sources. Section 9 Logs and Execution. The Logs and Execution section is your command center for running and monitoring live campaigns. Execution controls. At the top of this section, you will find 4 control buttons. Start begins the email campaign using all settings from Campaign Builder. End configuration. Pause temporarily pauses a running campaign. Click Start again to resume. Stop permanently stops the current campaign run. Clear clears all entries from the log display. There is also an Export Log button that lets you save the complete log output to a text file on your computer for record keeping or debugging. The Live Log. The log panel shows a real-time, timestamped stream of all events during a campaign run. Each log entry is color-coded by type. Info entries use a dot symbol for routine progress updates. Success entries use a green checkmark for confirmed email deliveries. Warning entries use a yellow triangle for non-critical issues. Error entries use a red cross for failures or delivery errors. A live counter in the top right of the log area shows the total number of log entries recorded in the current session. Section 10 Quick Start Summary. Here is a quick recap of how to run your first campaign in DigiMailer. Thank you for watching.